Welcome back to Part of My Stash, to our episode regarding tools of the trade. This is part 2. If you haven't listened to part 1, you just need to go back one episode. Otherwise, enjoy.
Yeah, this is my stopper with the cords. They're super cute.
Oh, I haven't seen the stoppers. I
Yeah.
have a cord. I have the cord set.
Well, the cool
I like
part,
these.
yeah,
Those look like little skulls.
you can put 2 in there.
Yeah,
So
that's
if you want to
neat.
put a double
Cinch
needle
it,
in there
yeah.
and cinch it, you can.
That is neat.
I have a needle wrangler. It just looks like a little zigzagger.
What does that do?
So you stick the needles in. If you have circular, I usually go both sides. But
Yeah.
if you have a double point, you just stick them all in there and it just holds them together like that. It's like a little clamp. And they have sizes.
It looks like Trogdor.
They have sizes.
It does look like
that's for the bigger
Trogdor.
one. That's for a little one. I think I gave you my mid.
Where did you get those?
Bead Biz, I want to say.
Oh,
Had
okay,
'em,
that
had 'em
tracks.
there.
That tracks.
But they're
see
called. This one?
Trogdor.
Trogdor. They're called needle wranglers by Tempestry Project.
Nice.
So, but they actually work. They're really cool. I mean, I used to use them all the time until I got my goats, and my goats are cuter. I'm sorry, but they are cool, and they work in. Like I said, they come in different needle sizes, so that's a good one too. I like them for the circulars because you can kind of keep it in a kind of circular thingamajigger, but it keeps the 2 points together. So like
Yeah.
you don't have one end flying off and like possibly pulling off the
Right,
end. They're
right.
both together
Yeah.
like in one little clip. Which is, I like that for some bigger projects.
Another thing that Jess and I both have, we got last year at a yarn store in Marblehead, Massachusetts, is a, oh God, what's the name of it?
No.
Pocket Pharmacy.
It's supposed to be for pills.
It's supposed to
but-
be for pills. It looks like a little suitcase, and it has,
Oh my god.
it has 10 little compartments, and we use them for stitch markers.
Nice.
and
So,
beads. One
yeah.
of mine actually has beads in it, which I
That
need to
Jess uses
NTO.
beads.
That has blown my mind.
But,
Oh, I didn't know you'd never seen it. We've had it for
No.
over a year.
No, I
Oh
never
my
saw you
God.
pull that out.
Yeah,
No.
I was gonna get
Yeah.
2 just for one for beads and then one for
Do you know,
stitch markers.
do you know how my
and-
stitch markers are right now? I
No.
have like one of those clear accessory bags, and it's just thrown in there, like willy nilly.
I had never considered, and I don't even remember how much it was. I mean, you can get them almost anywhere. You can get them online. We got them at a yarn store.
I like this one because it was like a flip case.
Oh God, I
Yeah,
love this
I
thing.
like that
It's amazing.
too.
It's and
You
it
take
is.
somebody
They're
out
all
with that.
organized, and I'm super like. I love having them like sorted.
Yeah,
like by the style and everything like that.
Well, now I'm
And
thinking,
and they're
can
all in
see
there, and you can
everything.
see which
you know,
ones.
I have an old medicine case
Yeah.
that has like the morning, afternoon, evening.
Yeah,
and
those.
the,
You
I
could
feel
do
like I
that
could use it
too.
with that.
Oh, you
Yeah.
totally could.
I don't,
Oh, yeah.
I don't use that anymore because I take most of my medication in the morning and then one at night, so it's easy to remember. But
Yeah, you could
but I used
totally
to-
use
Oh,
that.
God.
And I didn't realize that this was
Yeah.
a pill case. Honestly, when we got it, I just thought, wow, that is so cool. But we each got one.
like this.
And I just can't believe you guys never saw it. Like we yeah.
Blew
No,
our
I
minds.
love this thing. And
Well,
it's
I have to say, my favorite thing about me is that there is entirely a possibility that you have shown me that.
that's fair.
But
You know what?
I am-
Tracks.
yeah,
Tracks.
me and Tina,
You probably
like-
have shown us, and
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got this.
But
one
I'm going to be
corner with
excited
beads
for it
and
every
markers.
time I
Yeah.
see it because I'm always going to think that it's brand new.
yes, yeah.
I love that.
Yay, memory issues.
Yeah.
I don't use those stitch markers because I put stitch markers in with the beads for whatever reason. So apparently those just live there until
No,
I
that
feel like
is
carefully
that
opening them.
is smart. The thing I like about the size of that too is that you could stick that in a normal like size
Oh, it goes
notions
anywhere.
bag.
Yeah.
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 Like that is small enough where it won't take as much space.
Yeah,
Just fits
and
right
it fits
in
right
there.
in there.
It does.
You
It's
just
very small.
Close the bag.
Listen, you. Those are
And
my
it's
stitch markers.
gone.
It's like it's mine now.
I got my little falcons in there and my crows. Don't take my bird. Don't take my birds.
Fine.
Didn't I get you all of those?
Yes.
pretty much.
I think
All your
I
bird
may have
stitch
bought
markers.
the crows.
Yeah, but I definitely got the falcons.
But you
I
probably
remember the
talked me
falcons.
into getting the crows,
I
so
did.
it counts as you getting them
I did.
for me.
That just blew my mind.
No, it's really cool.
Yeah, no, it's
and
so
you can get them.
great.
I mean, I just looked and it's, I mean, obviously you can get it on Amazon, but you can get it pretty much anywhere. And they're not expensive.
Yeah.
No.
No,
So-
yeah.
I wouldn't think they would be because, they don't realize what kind of market they have.
Yeah, and they
for
only had 2 left,
left
too, when we were there. Cause
I don't
Wow.
remember
Yeah.
that, but I'm sure you're right.
Because I wanted to get a second. I remember wanting to get a second one just for beads, and they didn't have another one.
Yeah, they were cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, those.
I love finding new solutions to common problems.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Marblehead Knits for identifying a market, cornering a market that people were like, oh, these are for pills. And they're like, the hell they
No,
are.
they
These
aren't.
are for stitch markers.
These are a knitting tool.
No, seriously, that was super smart. So, but we've had them for over a year now and
Yeah.
definitely love them.
Yeah, you probably have shown us, but I don't remember.
No,
You can show me that again in 6 months, and
Yeah.
I'll be equally excited for it.
What's that?
Unless I have one of my own by then, in which case I'll be like, "Oh, look, I have one too." What about needles, guys?
Needles?
Yeah, have our opinions on needles changed?
Yes. I can no longer recommend the gratitude set. I'm sorry if anyone bought the gratitude set because I recommended it. I really apologize. No, I'm actually, it's turning into kind of a fiasco. My actual wire, not the piece that attaches to the needle, the wire itself came apart.
Yeah, I remember.
So you can see like the metal cord inside of it. Like it just split. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I contacted Knitter's Pride and they were like, yeah, you gotta contact the store that you bought it from. Well, I bought it from Webb's. They won't respond to me. I'm really sad about it. So, but they say that they have like a full warranty on it, but it has not been an easy process to do that. I do have the receipt, thankfully, of when I bought it, which was last May. It's not that old. Like I haven't had it that long.
Yeah.
So I've been sticking with my Chiagus if I want to do metal, and I do my Knit Picks wooden. I think they're called Caspian. It's like the green ones.
Yeah.
And I've been sticking with those, the interchangeables for the wood ones. But I can't recommend Knit Picks, the Caspians, like that brand, for the double points because twice they've broken on me.
Yeah.
And I'm not a tight knitter. So I know that is not me.
All of my needles are metal for a reason.
She's like, I knit Kevlar.
Don't.
No, I'm kidding. You don't.
I used to. I've loosened up quite a bit if I were, one for bragging.
Loosey goosey.
Nag, what do you got for needles?
I'm still a big aficionado of the Knitter's Pride Carbons.
Nice.
Those are my absolute favorites.
Those are very good.
I also, I don't have a full set, but I have a few Addy Turbos, and I love those too.
Those are nice.
That's these.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like lightning fast.
Sorry, that's my chunker hit the mic.
And I do love those. That's probably my second favorite.
Yeah.
But I really do love the Carbons. I think they have a nice feel. The only thing that they're not great for is they're not super sharp. They have a midpoint tip.
Yeah.
So if you're doing something like bobbles or a lace or something, you might want to go with a sharper tip.
You know what's interesting is the Chiagos, I don't feel like have a crazy sharp tip, but I do really well with bobbles with my Chiagos.
Those are, look at.
Are they sharp?
Okay,
I don't
take
even
a
know.
look. Compare that
Yeah.
to the Carbons. Yeah, they're a lot sharper than the Carbons.
Yeah, I guess so.
A lot
Okay,
sharper.
Maybe. Okay. Well, yeah.
That's the thing, and a lot of it is
Yeah, yours
relative.
is more blunt than me. Yeah.
You don't think that they're super sharp, but then if
Yeah.
you compare them, Addies are actually known for not being super sharp.
Right, yeah, no,
Like,
these
they're
look
fast.
like, yeah, look,
They're super fast.
They're just chunkers.
But they are, they're generally pretty blunt.
I love how you're like they're chonkers, but you're holding up like a size 18 needle.
those are 15s,
Fine.
ma'am.
Not all Addies are chonkers, just the ones that Tina is splashing around here.
Well, I don't like using interchangeables for the thick needles. I find that they've come apart a lot easier no matter the brand you use. So I always get the fixed circulars when I'm dealing with chonkers.
It's fair.
What are they?
Chonkers. They're
Very
called
good.
chonkers.
Jess, what about you?
I'm still a big fan of the Knitter's Pride Mindful Lace needles.
Those are nice.
I like the lace ones.
sharper the better.
Oh, they're so good. I like the carbons. I use yours a lot.
You do use mine
I do.
a lot.
I do, but I like the mindful lace because they are like they're pointy as heck, man. Like you can catch any thread with that. So those are my go-to. I kind of want. I tried using the those square ones that Dre, I know you like the cubics.
Yeah.
But I don't like the way they feel. They upset my hands. But I kind of want to try. There's ones that look like unicorn horns. They're supposed to have kind of a yeah. They're like swirly.
Yeah. I've seen
And
those.
they're supposed to have like a similar effect, but they're still round. So I kind of wanted to give those a try just to see because
Who makes those?
I don't know. I've seen them though.
I have seen them.
All right, hang
I don't
on.
know
I
if
want
it's still
unicorn
Knitter's
needles.
Pride.
Is it called unicorn?
No, I don't think so. I just think that they look like a unicorn horn because they're spirally. But yeah, they're supposed to kind of have the same thing where they're supposed to kind of like add more friction or something to it, so you're not losing like the
Tension.
the same kind of way that the cubics would work, only instead of having the corners, it's still round. So I had seen them and I kind of wanted to give them a try, but I have not yet, so I cannot actually speak for them. My crochet hooks, I am a cheap dork that loses all my crochet hooks all the time.
You really
so Susan Bates it is, man. That's what people carry.
Old reliable.
I do have a nicer set, and I can't remember what they are, of smaller crochet hooks that were a gift. Do I have one in my bag? Because I just chucked
Those
crochet
ones have the
hooks in here.
handles, right?
I have one that has a handle, but it's Susan Bates. No, I think this is Bates too. It's just fancier and tiny. I do have a set of nice ones with handles, and I don't know where those are right now. They're in a box.
I have a
Sounds
question
good.
for you, Jess, because I've seen, I saw this video where someone stuck a tennis ball on a Susan Bates
So-
thing.
Oh, I did too.
Is that a thing?
That is a thing you can do. Tennis balls, my hands are too small. It would be uncomfortable. But you can actually get, and people sell them, and I've actually looked at some of them because they look kind of nice, where you can get like grips that you can add to it. I've seen someone do kind of like a clay cast for themselves, and then they just cast that, and then it was a better grip for the hand. So you can do it. A tennis ball is a quick, easy. If you have bigger hands, like it totally works. My hands are stupid tiny, so it's like super uncomfortable. I wonder if I could get one, like a smaller one though, because sometimes they sell the smaller
Get like
tennis balls.
I don't know.
I feel like I would like more of like a football shape though. I feel like that's more comfortable for my hand.
I don't know. When I saw them using it with the tennis ball, I was like, that doesn't look comfortable.
No, it depends. Honestly, the biggest thing is and I can completely understand it because I do feel it, and it's probably the way I hold my hook is god awful, I'm sure. But my fingers curl too far around. So what the tennis ball does is basically makes your hand stay open, so you're not like
Giving yourself carpal tunnel.
yeah, exactly. So that's basically what it's for. I'm sure it's a learning curve for using it, but it probably in the long run makes your hands and wrists feel a lot better because
Yeah.
my hands do cramp up afterward. Like I'll stop every once in a while and have to.
You know, I wonder if you could get like a
Flick 'em.
football shaped stress toy.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
kinda
that's
do-
smart.
yeah.
something like that. Because yeah, most of the time, you know, you just got it's like a needle, but I don't know. It's weird when you're holding it because the way you hold crochet hooks. And again, I'm probably doing it god awful. Like, people probably look at me and are like, "Why would you do that
Does
to your
it
hands?"
work though?
But it
Does
works
it work?
exactly.
Exactly.
So
Then you're not doing it wrong.
So it's fantastic for me.
If it's a dumb idea, but it works.
I
is
think
it really
I'm
a dumb
finally
idea?
crocheting in the quote unquote correct, like not backwards and upside down as I used to, because I don't have to flip my projects right side out anymore when I get to the end. That was a thing that I thought everybody had to do. No, it was just me. I was going backwards. It worked. But when I got to the end, I was like, wow, the inside looks so much better though. Yeah. I was knitting inside out. I would like flip it and then just seal it off at the last possible
You
minute.
sweet summer child.
And then I watched a video and I'm like, wait a minute.
Wow.
looks so much better from the start.
Okay.
Listen. So yeah, but yeah, hook options. Those are mine. Lace needles. Like I said, I do like the mindful lace. And Susan Bates, man, you can find them anywhere except for the smaller sizes. You kind of have to order special for those. They tend to like start at D and up for crochet hooks for whatever reason. Most of the stores.
That's what most people are doing.
Every time I'm like, okay, I need a size B. They're like, nah, man, you can have an F.
Well, yeah, no, seriously. If you go to the big box stores, you can't find any. Like, you can't even
It's
find
so
knitting needles
frustrating.
below like a 6 unless you get the Clover ones.
And
yeah.
then they have like the size 50. I'm like,
Yeah.
who's using that?
You can have this broomstick.
Yeah.
But you can't have a size 3.
Oh God! Do you remember how hard it was to find threes?
Yeah.
Just
How many
ordering
stores
them
we
in.
just went to? It was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
We stopped at 3 different ones in a row because none
we
of
can
the
find size threes.
none of the knitting
No, we
shops are
can't.
open because I think it was a Sunday and they were closed. But we were like, oh, we'll just stop at Joann's. We're like, oh no,
Michael's.
We'll stop at Michael's.
No.
No. What about Target? Like,
No,
we're
Target doesn't have
desperate here.
anything.
Do you know what I
Walmart.
have a million of now? And it's because I couldn't find the smaller sizes. When I first started knitting socks, I kept losing,
sock needles.
sock needles.
That's right.
And
Didn't
I
you say you have
couldn't-
like 50 pairs of like size 2s?
So it's not just the twos, Meg.
Oh, I thought it was just the 2s.
No, it's not
I
just
thought
the
that was
twos.
like your
It's more than the
preferred.
Yeah, it is my preferred. But
yeah.
when you need a knitting needle right now and you
Oh,
don't have
yeah.
one, it's in,
In
a
a
pack.
kit. That's why I have so many crochet hooks because they sell the smaller ones in a set of 6.
Yeah. You can get it.
And then I lose the smaller one again, so now I have like 80 size D's and no size B's anywhere.
You can get a pack of 00001
Beautiful.
and you can get like I don't know, like 20 needles in there because it's like full sets of the double points.
Yeah.
And then you lose 2 of the number 2s.
Yeah, and
And
then
you're
you're
right
buying a
back to
whole nother
where
pack.
you
So I've got like a million freaking tiny needles that I'm never going to use because I don't do lace
You know,
weight.
you keep them with you, and when someone like does something, you be like scatter and just chuck them at their feet like ninja stars. One time,
One day.
one day, just
Wow.
do it.
Okay.
It'd be hilarious.
All right.
What would they do if you're being chased? I'd stop. I'd be like, "What just happened?"
Did you talk about needles yet?
I did not.
Okay. So Drea, what about you?
I'm still on the Knitter's Pride Nova Platina Cubics. I like the square needles. I know Jess doesn't like them, but
I just don't
they're
like the feel on my fingers,
but they're my favorite.
but I know you like them.
But they're my favorite, and I like that they don't roll away when I'm using them. And I don't know, I just they're my favorite. They're good. They feel good in my hands, and I like using them. And I've probably replaced all of my circulars and all of my double points by now with the square ones, and I don't think I'll go back.
Well, I think that's the important thing when you find the style you like.
Yeah.
It's worth the investment in getting, even
Something
if
that
it's
works for
slow, like changing over to getting a full set. I mean, I'm not going to lie. If I'm in a pinch and I need something and like, again, all the stores are closed, the local yarn stores, and I got to go get some clovers, I will. I don't like the clovers.
Yeah.
And then
I
as
don't
soon
like
as you
the
can get
feel,
them, you switch
but
them out.
yeah, like, in a pinch, if I can't wait, I mean, that's kind of sad. I could wait.
No, you can't.
No.
You know what I mean. You know what I
gotta
mean.
stitch the
Like
stitch.
you're in the middle of it and you're like, ugh.
I just want to go. I don't want to stop.
When the feeling is here, you need to acknowledge the feeling and you need to go with the feeling. Sometimes the feeling tells you need to buy the needles right now, and
Even though you
knit
hate
your
the
thing.
needles.
It doesn't matter.
It's not.
You get
I don't
to-
know.
you get
like,
to
I
do
don't,
the thing.
I have bought so many. I'm not a fan of wooden needles.
I'm
At
not
all,
either.
At all. And I used to only knit exclusively with wooden needles. I just don't like the feel.
I
There's
have
nothing
sat
wrong
on-
with clovers, but I don't like
My
wooden.
cats eat them.
I
Yes,
have
they
sat
do.
on too many and broken them.
It depends on the project for me. There's certain projects, like I find if I have a lot of stitches in a big project that's small, I like the wooden needles, but that's just me.
They stick better
Yeah.
than on the.
And
yeah.
when you drop 50 stitches, man, it is
Sad. Disheartening.
very disheartening.
There's nothing though like waking up in the morning and picking up your knitting and seeing that somebody has chewed the whole point off your needle.
And you're like, great. I have to get a needle and transfer stitches. Thanks.
with the yarn dragging over the bite marks.
Y'all have food. Side note, real quick, always keep the paper clip.
Forgot about you and the paperclip.
So these are some of our recommendations. None of these are paid advertisements for things that we enjoy using. These are just things that we legitimately enjoy using in our crafts. If there are things that you think that we should take a look at, things that you think that we should try that we might enjoy, hit us up. Let us know, because we're always interested in trying new things. That's all the time we have for this week's topic. For additional content and opportunities to connect with the cast, check out our website at pardonmystash.com. Sure to check out next week for more laughs, love, and llamas at Pardon My Stash.